Did you know we might be spoiling our dogs without realizing it? We give them everything they need. And sometimes I think they get too much, in ways that might actually be hurting them without us ever knowing. I had 2 dogs, and I made these same 7 mistakes with both of them. I'm only realizing now how much it affected them. The first sign is about attention. All day, every day. You sit down with your laptop. Your dog puts their head on the keyboard. You answer a text. A paw lands on your hand. You talk to someone else in the room, and a toy gets dropped loudly at your feet, followed by a stare. This can feel adorable, and often it comes from real attachment. Dogs are social. Your attention genuinely matters to them. But a dog who cannot tolerate your focus going anywhere else for even a few minutes may not be secure. They may be dependent. There's a difference between a dog who enjoys closeness and a dog who becomes restless the moment they're not the center of the room. And this can be exhausting for them too, because now they feel responsible for monitoring you, watching where you look, what you're doing, why you stop touching them. A secure dog can be loved without being constantly entertained. One of the healthiest things a dog can learn is how to relax while nothing special is happening. And one of the kindest things we can give them is the space to discover that boredom isn't something to escape. The second sign happens at dinner time. You put down your dog's regular food, same bowl, same kitchen floor. Your dog walks over, sniffs it, looks at you, and walks away like you just served them something offensive. So you add a little chicken, maybe some broth. Suddenly, the food is acceptable. It feels harmless. We're not trying to spoil them. We just want them to eat. But dogs are extremely good at learning patterns. If walking away makes better food appear, the lesson is simple. Waiting works. The problem isn't the chicken. Every dog likes chicken. The problem is that our dog now believes chicken is the starting point. And dogs feel safest when life is predictable, not when every ordinary thing has to become special to be accepted. What started as one tired evening of adding leftovers can quietly become the new normal, one meal at a time, until normal doesn't exist anymore. The third sign happens the moment a guest walks in. Your dog explodes with joy, paws on the chest, tail swinging, maybe a nose right in someone's face. Everyone laughs. He just loves people. And that's probably true. But love without boundaries can still be overwhelming. This usually starts when dogs are puppies. A small jump gets eye contact, petting, baby talk. The puppy learns that jumping is the perfect greeting. Then the dog grows, 40, 60, 90 pounds. Same behavior, completely different impact. To our dog, nothing changed. To the people around them, everything did. The kindest thing isn't to punish the excitement, it's to give it shape. A dog can love guests and still keep 4 paws on the floor. And honestly, that kind of greeting usually makes people love our dog even more because everyone feels safe, including the dog themselves. The fourth sign is the bark that runs the house. Your dog barks at the door. Someone opens it. Barks at the toy under the couch. Someone gets it. Barks while you're on the phone. And somehow the call ends early. At first, this looks like communication, and it is. Dogs bark to alert, to request, to express excitement. But communication becomes control when every bark produces immediate service. A spoiled dog doesn't always bark because something is wrong. Sometimes they bark because barking became a button. Press it, and the human moves. And dogs are smart enough to test which volume works best. A single bark gets ignored. A sharper one gets a glance. A frantic one gets everyone moving. The goal isn't to silence our dog. The goal is to teach them that calm gets the same result as loud, so they don't feel like they have to work every single time just to be heard. The fifth sign is about the couch. There's a whole couch available. Somehow your dog is in the exact center of it. Legs everywhere, head on a pillow that used to belong to a human. And you, the person who actually owns the couch, are sitting on the edge like a guest in your own living room. It's funny. It's sweet. And honestly, sometimes it really is just comfort. Dogs love places that smell like us. But space also teaches rules. If our dog can always take any space, block any doorway, and no one ever gently asks them to move, they may start believing that human space is optional and dog space is protected. Watch the body language. A relaxed dog who moves when asked is just comfortable. A dog who stiffens, freezes, or grumbles when you sit down may be learning that comfort gives them control. Love doesn't mean our dog needs every seat. Sometimes love means calmly teaching. This spot is yours, and this one is mine. None of this happens because we don't care. It happens because we care so much that we forget something. Our dog doesn't only need affection, they need clarity too. The sixth sign is quiet, but it shows up everywhere. You say, "Come." Your dog looks at you. You say it again. Nothing. Then your hand moves toward the treat jar. And suddenly, your dog is a professional. This is one of the clearest signs that our dog hasn't learned cooperation. They've learned negotiation. Treats can be a great tool, but when a dog only listens after seeing the reward first, the relationship quietly becomes a transaction. They're not confused about what we're asking. They're deciding whether the offer is worth it. The deeper point is this: our dog should learn that listening is part of feeling safe with us, not just a way to earn snacks. Because a dog who only responds to bribery never gets to feel the quiet trust of simply being asked and answering. And that brings us to the seventh sign, the one that isn't really about our dog at all. Our dog looks at us with those eyes. We say no to the treat. We don't open the door again. We don't throw the ball for the 81st time. And immediately, something in us tightens. Maybe they'll feel rejected. Maybe they won't love us as much. Maybe we're being too harsh. But dogs don't need a life with no boundaries. They need a life they can understand. A dog feels safest with someone who is predictable. Not cold, not controlling, just steady. Someone who says yes when yes makes sense, and no without turning it into an apology. Because here's the truth: dogs are not harmed by calm structure. They're helped by it. A spoiled dog is usually not a dog who's loved too much. It's a dog who was given love without enough clarity. They learned that whining changes decisions, that pushing harder gets results, and that saying no makes us feel guilty enough to say yes anyway. None of that happens because we don't care. It happens because we care so much, we forget that affection and guidance were never opposites. If you saw your dog in some of these signs, don't panic and don't blame yourself. Start small. Make the routine a little clearer. Notice when calm behavior gets the same response as demanding behavior. Because a truly happy dog isn't the one who gets everything instantly. It's the one who understands their world, trusts the person beside them, and doesn't have to fight for control of every moment. Which of these did you recognize? Tell me your dog's name. And which sign hit a little too close to home?